Welcome to a deep dive into the complexities of internet censorship and its impact on our digital lives. And today we're exploring the timeline of internet censorship, its causes, and the effects on VPN usage and beyond. Let's get started. To understand the current state of internet censorship, we need to look back at some key events. The Trump campaign's focus on the Epstein files in 2019 brought unprecedented attention to the topic, sparking a wave of public interest and speculation. This period saw a surge in books, documentaries, and online searches related to Epstein, pushing the boundaries of what was publicly discussable. Around the same time, the United Nations began to play a more active role in internet governance, which sometimes translated to support for certain forms of censorship. Countries like Russia and China have long been at the forefront of implementing strict regulations on VPN usage and mandating identity verification for online access. Fast forward to today, and we see a global trend towards increased surveillance and control over internet access. Age verification laws in the United Kingdom, for example, have contributed to a spike in VPN downloads as people seek to maintain anonymity online. So, what drives internet censorship? Political control and the suppression of dissent are at the top of the list. Governments use censorship to control the flow of information and silence voices that challenge their authority. Take China's Great Firewall or Russia's laws restricting access to critical content. These are prime examples of how censorship is used to maintain political stability. Election interference is another significant factor. During critical election periods, censorship can be intensified to control the political discourse and influence public opinion. We saw this during the 2020 U.S. presidential election, where concerns about social media platforms censoring certain types of content were rampant. National security and propaganda also play a huge role. In North Korea, the government tightly controls all media to ensure that only state-approved information reaches its citizens. Similarly, in Iran, internet censorship is used to block access to websites that provide alternative views or criticize government policies. The pushback against VPN use is a direct result of these censorship efforts. Countries like Russia have blocked hundreds of VPN services, and authorities have banned the dissemination of information about censorship circumvention tools. This has led to, a cat-and-mouse game between users seeking privacy and governments trying to control access. YouTube and other streaming services have also implemented measures to combat VPN use, primarily to address issues like piracy and regional content restrictions. However, these measures often backfire, as users find workarounds to maintain their access. The effects of these censorship laws go beyond just VPN usage. They impact freedom of expression, access to information, and even commercial interests. Corporate entities often comply with government requests to block content, which can be driven by a desire to avoid legal issues or maintain access to certain markets. As we've seen, internet censorship is a complex issue with far-reaching consequences. From political control to national security, the reasons behind these laws are varied and often intertwined. The pushback against VPN use is just one of the many effects of this global trend towards increased surveillance and control. Looking ahead, it's crucial for us to stay informed and engaged. Whether it's through supporting organizations that advocate for digital rights or finding ways to circumvent censorship, every action counts. Remember, the internet is a powerful tool for change, and it's up to us to ensure it remains free and accessible for all. That's all for this episode, and thanks for joining me on this journey through the world of internet censorship. Be sure to subscribe and leave a review if you found this episode insightful. Until next time, stay informed and stay free.